Hi, boys and girls. So we're learning a new sound this week. We're going to be working on the and the est sound. So this means that these are ending sounds. Okay. So what you're going to need today is a whiteboard, marker, eraser, and in a little bit you're going to need your book here, drier, fatter, bigger, and fuzzier book, decodable, and also your highlighter or yellow crayon. Okay. If you don't have a whiteboard, marker, and eraser, remember you could always just use paper and pencil. Alrighty, so we're going to get started. So we're looking at the PowerPoint here. So this is base word and endings ER and EST. So ER and EST are endings, okay? We put those at the end of words. So what is a base word? So a base word is a word that can stand alone. So all of the words that we add ER and ES to are base words. So they're just the word that we then add the ending sound to, okay? But it does change the meaning. So suffixes and prefixes, which are ER and EST, they change the meaning of that word, okay? So for example, let's look at this one, preview. So the base word here is view, but pre is the prefix. That means that it goes in front, but ER and EST go at the end, so they're suffixes. But the word pre means before. So whenever we're watching a movie, boys and girls, there's previews, right? So that means before the movie. But if I just say view, that means I'm just looking. But preview then changes the word, okay? So you see how you add this and then it comes a new word? Well, we're going to be adding the ER and EST to change the meaning of words as well. So here we are. So here is ER and EST. So ER can be added to many adjectives. Remember, adjectives are describing words. They describe a noun. And they're to compare two things. How many things? Two things. ER does two things. Think about ER. How many letters does it have? It has two letters, so it compares two things. Then we have EST, and it can be added to many adjectives too, those describing words, but it compares three or more things, okay? So think of EST being three letters. That means comparing three things or more, okay? So here we have this man, right? So if we look at the man, he's tall, right? That one's tall. But then if we're just comparing these two, this one's taller. And then if we compare the third thing, it is the tallest, okay? So it's making it bigger and bigger. See the word, when we add ER here, it changes tall to taller. And then when we add EST, it changes tall to tallest. Okay, so there are some rules though, okay? Just like we had ing and ed, there are some rules when we add them, okay? So we're gonna go over those rules here. So just like ing, we have to drop the e, okay? So as you can see here, the word is wide. I then have to drop the e and then add the er, wider. We don't want to put two e's, okay? So I kind of dropped the e, but I kind of put it back because er, it has an e. Same thing with the est. I have to drop the e, add the est, and it's wide est, okay? So it's when we're comparing three things. Now, sometimes our words end with y that make the I sound. So like heavy or the e sound, heavy. Well, I can't leave that y there, so I have to change it to an I and then add er, so heavier. Same thing with heavy, and you add an est, it's going to be heaviest, but I'm dropping that y, adding an I, and then I add est. Okay, so we'll have a couple of those, but not too many of those. Then here, just like with ing, when there's that short vowel sound before that consonant, we have to double it, okay? So, for example, hot. Say it with me, hot. Ah makes the short ah sound and then it has a t. Well, I have to double the t. As you can see here, I have to add another t, and then I have to add er, so it's hotter. Same thing with est. I have hot, I add the t, and then I have to add est, hottest, okay? So we're going to practice them, so get those whiteboards ready. We're only going to do a couple of these. These here, we don't have to do any of those rules. These we're just going to add the sound. So for example, the word is bold. What is the word? Bold. So I want you to write the base word, bold. B-O-L-D. Bold. Okay? Now we're going to add the ER. So all you have to do is this. Bold, Say it with me. Bold, Next one. Now we want to add EST. So let's write bold again. Bold. And we're just going to add EST. Bold, est. Say it with me. Bold, est. So bold means kind of like big. Something can be bold, but something can be bolder, and something can be boldest. All right, go ahead and erase. Next one is, say, calm. Calm. So calm means to be, not hyper, calm. But if someone's calm, someone can be, say it with me, calmer. So let's add that ER, calmer. And then someone who's probably really, really tired is the calm est. Calm est. Okay? Very good. All right, we're going to do 2 more. So then we have, say, cheap. Cheap. Cheap means to be not so much money, right? So if we have something that's cheap, it might be $1, right? But then something that's 50 cents is cheaper. Add that ER, say cheaper. And then we might have something that is only 1 cent. That's the cheapest. Cheapest. Very good. All right, so there we're just adding them. There's no rules to these. All right, but let's move on to this one here where we have to drop that E. I'm seeing some E here. As you can see, brave, braver, and brave-est. So we're going to do one, say close, close, close. And this isn't close that we put on. This is like I close the door. So close. Well, I have the word close. I have to drop the E and add ER. Closer. Closer. Next, let's write close again, and we're going to have to add closest. So, I have close, I drop the E, and I add EST, closest. All right, very good. Go ahead and erase. All right, so there we're dropping it. Here, we're changing the Y to an I and adding it. So something that's easy, right? We can say the adding tens and ones is easy. So write easy. Easy spelled E-A-S-Y. Uh-oh. But then adding 1 plus 1 is easier. So that Y, I have to change it to an I and add ER, something that's easier. Okay? Then adding 0 plus 0, let's go ahead and write easy again. That's the easiest thing in the world, right? We know that's 0 because 0 plus 0 is 0. But in order to change it to easiest, I have to drop the Y, add the I, and add EST, the easiest. All right? Very good, boys and girls. All right, here, we're doubling. Okay, that's that rule of the double. Okay, short sound. So we have, the first example is fat. Ah makes that short ah sound. So I have, in order to say fatter, I have to add the T, and then fattest, I have to add the T again. So here we're going to have sad. Well, maybe we're sad because we lost a pencil, right? So we're sad. But we can be sadder if we maybe lose our favorite toy, right? So we're going to add that D and then add ER. And then we might be the saddest if we lose our favorite sweater. So we're going to add sad, but we have to add that extra D, and then we're going to add EST. All right, boys and girls? Awesome job. So we are going to then switch over. I want you to please grab your book here and have it ready for me. Alrighty, so here we have the story. We're going to be looking for the ER sound. So dryer. So this one actually changed the Y to an I. Fatter, as you can see, the T was doubled here. Bigger, the G's were doubled. And fuzzier. Ah, this one has the double Z's and the Y got changed to an I. All right, so fuzzier. So drier, fatter, bigger, fuzzier. Again, finding those ERs. Remember, when we are doing ER, we're comparing, okay? Two things. One frog is wetter. Ah, this is the rule of the TT, adding another consonant. And one is drier. Dropping that Y, adding the I. Which is wetter? Which is drier? Well, looking at the picture, this one's going to be wetter because it's in the water, and this one's going to be drier because it's on that lily pad. So you're comparing two things with the ER. Read with me. One cat is fatter, and one is furrier. Which is fatter? Which is furrier? So this one is fatter, it's bigger, and this one's furrier because look at all that fur on its tail and on its back. All right, here we are comparing two bears. One bear looks bigger, and one looks happier. Which looks bigger? Which looks happier? So this one looks happy because it's smiling, and this one looks bigger. Last page. Oh, we're comparing the bugs here. One bug is tinier, and one is fuzzier. Which is tinier? Which is fuzzier? So the caterpillar is fuzzier and the ladybug is tinier. All right, great job, boys and girls, on finding those words with ER at the end, comparing two things. All right, so your seesaw assignment is going to look like this. It is a sort. So what you will be doing is you will be sorting the words with ER and EST. Then you will also have to find the base word. So as you remember, when we did that little activity, it had the base word. We would write the base word, and then we'd add the ER or the EST. So for example, I'm going to try it with you so that you understand how to do this, okay? Give me a second. Let me get there. Edit activity, and we'll go down here. So I'm going to show you how to do this so that you guys understand what does it mean by base word, okay? So here, I would say soon, okay? So soon is the base word. Then I have sooner. Oh, not taller. Sorry. Oops. Sorry, it's getting a little crazy because I'm doing it on my laptop, boys and girls. So let me pick the sooner. And then we have soonest. So as you can see, it has the base word soon, sooner, soonest. Okay? Making sure we're clicking that check when we are done with it to turn it in. Awesome job. I'll see you next time.